hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. Here Sunday evening for your pleasure with the Sunday Sprint Madness hosting the SFR Cup. We're at round 6, the BB Speedway, is it? Raceway. Speedway or Raceway? Oh, let's see if I can see a picture. I was going to try and do a really smooth intro as well, and I got stuck on... It's because he put question marks behind Raceway, and I don't know if it's Speedway or Raceway, so... It's Raceway. It's fine. He should have more confidence in his driving briefs. So at round 6, BB Raceway with those little crazy Toyota SFR things, SFR racing concepts. And yes, we're here for round 6 with 3 sprint racers using a different compound tyre in every sprint. So each competitor, they've got the racing soft, racing medium and racing hards to use, and it's down to them when they use them in what race, as long as they use a set per race. The championship table, that's all you care about. I can hear you now saying, get on with the championship table. We want to know. We want to know who's at the top. Well, you want to know, do you? Well, it's Skyjacker. He's at the top with 233 points, with Koi Karpin second on 222 points. Ensign Newitt is third on 205 points. Jim fourth on 157 points. Fifth is Bandit on 124 points. Sixth, Barry Twins on 107 points. Seventh, Dan Wolf on 98 points. Noxie in eighth on 71 points. And Pat ninth on 40 points. Jim fourth in that championship. I think he's retired, I believe. I saw pictures. Now, I've not been following the thread too closely, but I definitely saw pictures of him, all his set up, packed up, boxed up, ready to go to the loft. His whole rig. It was a sad sight. No one ever wants to see someone in their prime. He hadn't quite peaked yet. He had the lap times. All he needed was the consistency, and he would have been a podium regular. But he was too eager to get off. He had to let that percolate a little bit more, and he would have been banging there. Skyjacker saying hiya. Ensign Newitt saying hello there. Well, hello guys. How are you? So Bandit has got, but I think Bandit can't make the rest of the seasons because he's always at school. So who's next? Barry Twins on 107 points with 2 rounds to go. Is it 2 rounds after this? Yeah, I don't think Bazza. Maybe on drop scores? No, I don't think Bazza can catch up Jim. So it looks like Jim is getting a an easy 4th there. Excuse me. On. So now they're making their way out. Oh, this is not good. I've already done a stream today. I think 2 streams in one day might be asking. Too much. He's going. All right. They're on their out lap for a qualifier here at BB Raceway. And Skyjacker leads them around. He's gone for a racing hard set of tyres. It's only a 30-second lap, so it wouldn't take long for him to come round with that, do their outlap and get a lap in. Pat's fastest. He's on the mediums. Pat's only 31 points behind the Noxie. So maybe Pat still got 3 rounds to try and catch the Noxie up. And Skyjacker, he just wants to get this championship over and done with, I'm pretty sure. Not over and done with like quick, but he just wants to wrap it up, you know. Coy's being a bit of a pain. Coy keeps picking up wins, and Skyjacker would rather he not. And just let him have this championship. He's not had one for a while, not since the beginning of the year. Only the one so far. Or is it 2? No, I think 1. So this one, he'd like to just get this one under the belt, done it. So he's on the hard tyre, is Skyjacker, doing second fastest, not bad. Pat's on the mediums. Is everyone else on hards? Coy Carp's gone for a hard set of tyre. He's third. Ensignu at fourth. He's also on a hard tyre. Oh no, he's gone third now, ahead of Coy Carp by 0.04 of a second. But it is an oval. I mean, there's not much going to be different in the lap times. Coy Carp then fourth. Ahead of the Barry twins, 2/10 behind. Barry, he was an oval specialist, but he took a break and he's lost his edge. He's trying to find it. If anyone sees his edge, can they let him know where it is? And there's the Noxter, absolutely power sliding it around the first corner. He is up for it. He was been in some good positions. He looked like he was in a winning position not that long ago. I can't remember what round it is. I don't think he won. No, he's had a couple of podiums, but he's not had one of them golden 16s yet. It was Bandit who got a golden 16 in one of the rounds, and Jimbo. So maybe that's why he's retired. He got the win and said, that's it now, boys. Oof. Ensign Newark going faster again. He goes ahead of Skyjacker, so Ensign Newark doing something right. He was on this track on Friday evening with the Max 5s, so he knows the area well. But so was Coy Carp. Skyjacker missed on Friday for some reason, and Coy Carp there, fourth fastest. Noxie, he's on the hard tyres also, is he? Yes. So's the Baz. All trying to find. Shall we have a look a lap in Sir Patalot's car around BB Raceway? We're at the back end. What's this? Oh, no in-car, is there? Sorry, guys. Don't need to keep flipping around. So now we're coming around the final corner. Skyjacker's gone faster again. He's stayed in third, though. And we're on board with Pat, just following Noxie. A little gentle dab of the brakes, down to fourth gear. That car really seems to bite, then not bite at the front. But they say it is a good car to drive. I haven't tried it. I think I own about 15 of them in my garage. It must be something they give you all the time. Probably free car of the week or something, or just for logging in. But never have I tried it. There you go. See, that's a lap. Hey, I can't even. You know, you have time to talk about it. It's that quick. So first corner, fourth gear, slam down the accelerator. Then there's the second corner. It's a long one in fifth gear, doing the wall of death. A little lift there from Pat, but he looks like he's done that on purpose to let people through. Maybe he wants to get a tow, or he's just waiting for this lap to do his run. He's pole sitter at the moment. There's points for that. So happy days for Pat. Only car out there on mediums. If he angles this right, he can get himself a golden 16 on the scoreboard. And if you get a golden 16 on the scoreboard, you've got to walk away from the season happy. So a little tap, it seems, on the wall for Pat then. It's his second lap, was his fastest. The fuel is dropping. He should be getting faster lap times. In all fairness, he's only a 10th ahead of Ensign Newark. Ensign Newark getting ever closer to him. Noxie's gone into the pits, which is interesting. I don't know why, maybe fresher tyres. I don't think he's allowed to change his tyres to a different compound. He's locked in with those hards for the first race. Skyjacker also into the pits. We're nearly out of time. We've got 3.5 minutes left, so maybe it is tyre wear. Hards, they're going in just for their last runs, getting rid of those hards, just for a brand new set as the fuel is low. And on board, we've been on board, Pat, for about 3 laps now. We're waiting for something spectacular. He hasn't delivered, Pat. So disappointed, man. But Pat's on pole at the moment, but only by a 10th. Ensign Newer, he hasn't gone in for fresh tyres. This is what we expect to get. They are fresh tyres, so they've gone in just to get some brand new hard tyres on. You wouldn't think now, Noxie, I don't think you're allowed to do that, bud, because you're automatically going to start the race on hard tyres, but you're going to try and qualify on the soft tyre unless you go straight in and put those hard tyres back on. I think you might be being a bit naughty then. We'll see. Maybe there is a loophole in the rules. Maybe it says nothing about changing tyres in qualifying, and I suppose if there is a rule saying you are not allowed to change, I'm not saying, because I haven't read the rules that closely. I scanned them. So I don't know. But Pat's on pole at the moment with medium tyres. The rest of the field started qualifying on hard tyres, and there you go already. Noxie is going faster. This is peculiar indeed. I don't know what's going on. Excuse me. I suppose I should know the rules better. I thought you weren't allowed to change them in qualifying. That was my thinking, but like I said, I'd have to sit there and reread the rules just to double check that. But I was of the understanding that you could not change your tyres to a different compound in quali, but I didn't write the bloody things. I don't know if it's right or not. So Ensign Newer's gone in for a fresh set of tyres. Skyjacker put another set of hards on, and if the rule was you could change your tyres, he would have changed them, wouldn't he? He would have put a different set of tyres on. So, yeah, I don't know exactly what Noxie's up to. I'm pretty sure he was on hard tyres, but now I question that even. And he's not exactly doing times on the racing soft, is he? So maybe that's just a glitch from our point of view on the stream, and he probably has just put hard tyres on again. Who knows? Koikart then, he's put a fresh set of racing hards on. He's faster than Skyjacker, and so is the Baz. So they're going to get one try at this one. I don't think he's going to have enough time for 2 laps. 2 flying laps, that is. And that is a weird pit exit, isn't it? Just go straight. So, Pat then, a new set of tyres. Ensign Newer ever getting closer to Pat with his racing hard tyres, and did he pit? He did pit in the end. Ensign Newer going faster again. I don't even know where the finish line is. So Ensign Newer now only 600ths off of Pat's time. Pat, he's got to be worried, hasn't he? He's got to be wary of what's going on. Koikart is 3rd fastest on a set of hard tyres, but I'm not trusting anything I can see on that screen now. Bazza, Noxie's making me question everything in the universe so far. He can't be on soft tyres. He's not doing soft times, is he? Oh, he's finished. Have we finished? Everyone finished? So Pat has finished on pole. Ensign Newer in his final run. He gets another run. Koikart's finished in 3rd. Bazza, he's on a run. Skyjacker has finished in 5th. Bazza doesn't go any better than 4th. Koikart's already done. Noxie's done. Ensign Newer then coming around. Can he get pole? He does not. So Pat grabs pole. And I'm sure that it's a misreading with the racing softs for Noxie, because he wasn't doing racing soft times, was he? That must have just been an anomaly. But he made me question my whole universe for at least 2 seconds then. Pat saying whoop whoop. And he's also saying only just. Skyjack saying no rule, referring changing tyres in quali. Compounds would be a big question mark. So Pat on pole, could be the only guy on mediums. So we'll have to see. And he goes then but Enson's on a good start as well. Enson off the line like a bullet, already up alongside Pat, but Pat's on that inside line there. Pat rescues it, and he's leading this race for a 15-minute dash all the way to the line. Pat's on the medium tyres, Enson's on the hards, and so is Koikap. Enson going for the move on Pat. Pat, do not lean onto those tyres too hard, because if the last race here at BB Raceway in the Mazdas, it proves anything, it is a tyre killer around here. Dread to think what they're going to do on their soft runs, if they're all saving their soft runs for the end, because it's just going to be a sloppy, messy mess at the end. Carnage. They're going to be sliding all over the place. But so far, Pat is holding strong against Enson. Coy is right there in the battle, as well as the Baz. And there is Skyjacker. And Noxie, he's dropped away, hasn't he? He's dropped away from the gang. And here we go now, under the toe, Enson Hewitt up there. But no, stands strong does Pat, and Pat holds his line. And Koikap then, he had a good showing. I think he got a podium last time in the Max 5s. It's such a close season. I know that it is not, but they just... It's even weirder because I've done the Max 5s today on this very same track, and I've always thought these two it's one of those weird things. It's usually at VRC we run very different championships to each other, but at this one time for some reason there's two championships with very similar cars, and it really freaks me out going between the two. And it's so it's like, and now we're on the same track as the Max 5s. I'm just going to reference the Max 5s all the time because it's pretty much the same. I don't know, the power maybe is different. So Pat's lost. No, Pat's still in the lead. Koikap is up ahead of Enson. Enson's lost a little bit of ground there, and there's the Baz right there. So Pat now has Koikap to deal with. Koikap on those racing hard tyres, looking very enthusiastic about going for it. And Pat, ooh, and there's a nice three-way battle down here between these camera angles, are crud. So Bazza 5th, Skyjacker 4th, and Enson Hewitt, who was fighting for the lead, he's lost ground, and now Koikap going for the lead on those racing hard tyres, and this would be a feather in his cap against Skyjacker in the championship if he can get that lead. And Pat, how's his tyres going to hold up? We're only 2-3 minutes into this race, nearly, and yeah, he's already looking like he's struggling for pace out there. Tyres looking good though. No, he's pulled away from Coy. He's getting into his groove now, is Pat. Checking it out. Check it out. And Pat doing what he needs to. Further back though, Bazza now up to 3rd, Enson Hewitt in 4th, and Skyjacker in 5th. These three are just having a little laugh, aren't they? And we can see that what's going on between Coy and Pat just up ahead. Coy going for a move on Pat, but Pat's got it covered off. We're sat on the bonnet of Skyjacker as he's in this three-way battle, and God knows what's going on with Noxie today. He's 8 seconds off. So it's strange. With Noxie, we saw him battling for the last 2 rounds for wins. So to see him so far off the field, he's got to have had some sort of issue. And again, no movement throughout the field. The Baz holding on to that podium. Enson Hewitt on his Gazoo. And Skyjacker just rubbing bumpers with the Enson. Meanwhile, Pat soaking up the pressure, doing an absolute stand-up job there, leading this race. And no matter what Koikap's throwing at him, Pat keeping his line, but Pat's just not the wall. My word. And that's given Koikap the opportunity. And my gosh, I spoke too soon. The commentator's curse could have kicked it in for Pat there. But keep at it, Pat. You've got better tyres. You can do it. I believe in you, man. So Pat, having a look up the inside of Coy, sends Coy a little wide, and Pat has to hold off from overtaking just because of the contact. And now, yeah, I think that's enough. Pat goes for it, but Coy's got the inside line coming up to the chicane. And Pat now on the inside. There's a lot of touching. I like it. Let's get physical, physical. I want to get physical. Pat's back into the lead, but Coy's having a look in the inside. And no, Pat wrestles that one back from the clutches of Koi Carp. And that was stunning racing from the two drivers out there. And Koi again. Oh, massive bang on Pat. And I see where Koi, he didn't think he had enough room. It was either the wall or Pat. But you do have a third option called a brake. So Koi Carp, I don't know, he's taking the lead. Can you? After smashing him. And now, so yeah, well, Koi Carp's taking the lead on that one. And Skyjacker, though, is coming up to bring balance to the force. And no, Koi's taking the lead. Koi's having it. He's having it. Oh my God. I mean, I'm no steward, I can't say, but yeah. That's Pat slipping back to the back of the field now. Whilst Koi leads. Skyjacker there in second place. And third for the Baz, with Pat now down in fourth, fighting with Ensign. Is it the tyres for Pat? Are they going away a little bit while the hards are still together? And if that's the case, oh, Pat Stowe managed to get back ahead of Ensign. Come on, Pat, get your head back in it. Don't stress, don't stress. Just keep your... You've got the better tyres, you've got the better speed, you can get the toe, get back into the groove, man. Koi Carp then leading this race. I'd have to see the incident again. It did look like he'd hit Pat, and it did definitely look like Pat went flying off the road. And then Koi, he was ahead of him. So I'm not sure. I don't think there was a redress there. I think you're looking at Koi at the moment carrying 20-second penalty for sure. I reckon. Like I said, I don't usually make these calls, but that looked clear cut. He smashed Pat out of the way, didn't he? And I know he didn't want to hit the wall. That'd be his argument, I imagine. But like I said, you've got a third option. You've got a break. But we'll see. Well, Koi Carp then is leading this race. Skyjacker in second, Bazza in third. Great podium for Baz. Poor Pat there in fourth. He's got the fastest lap though. That's a point. There's something out of this. And but at the moment, can't help but feel that Pat's been robbed there. And Ensign Ewart is fifth. Ensign Ewart, he was looking strong at the beginning. I don't know what happened. He just sort of dropped off. His pace is okay, but he just can't seem to keep up with the guys ahead. Noxie's pulled into the pits. It's not for him, obviously. He's thought, this one's not for me, boys, not on the hard tyre. But I think he's going to be very surprised. The soft tyre is probably going to be absolutely pants around here. And Skyjacker coming across Koi. You can smash him off the road if you want. It's the SFR way. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not the steward. I can't judge. That just seemed very bizarre. And it might be some bad net code or whatever they call it, bit lag or something. But it looked pretty bad. It looked pretty bad on the screen. But like I said, we don't always see what exactly they see. It's the internet. It's a very bizarre thing, and you never know what you're really getting. There's Skyjack has just got banged. Koi Carp determined to win this race, isn't he? He's elbows out. He's not messing about. Skyjacker trying to get on the inside of the Koi. These two are fighting a championship. I suppose it is very important. Pat's up into third. Pat getting himself back into a podium position. And as long as he stays within 20 seconds of Koi, that's another position. I'm pretty sure if he puts that incident in, I'd be surprised if the stewards went against him on that one. So Skyjacker, he's fighting hard with Koi. They're in a championship battle together. Pat's sliding around. Those tyres are starting to look old. We've still got 5 more minutes left of racing, and you see how the mediums are taking a turn. So the soft tyre, save your hards till everyone's on the softs, Pat. So I think it's the hard tyre that's going to win today. Obviously, well, there you go. See, Koikap and Skyjack are both leading this race on the hard tyre. Coming into the last 5 minutes, Pat has pretty much... He's got some tyre left, but next to the hard tyre, he's got nothing. He tries to put a block onto Baz, but Bazza, already up the inside of him, says, "You're too late to close that door, bro." Pat having a knock with the wall, almost letting Ensign Newitt back into it. And I certainly think Pat's lost a bit of grip there. As Skyjacker and Koikap run away in the distance with it, 2 tenths apart. Skyjacker's back end stepping out on him. Pat now getting swallowed up by the hard tyres. Yeah, it looks like the hard tyre is the only tyre. In this 15-minute stint, it is always going to be the stronger tyre come the end of the race. Because Pat has got no grip next to those hard tyre guys. And the soft tyre is going to be absolutely hilarious. I reckon it's not even going to last. So Koikap then leads the way with Skyjacker 2 tenths. Skyjacker's not been able to get any closer than that. But Bazza now up into third. Ensign now ahead of Pat. And Pat only 2.8 seconds behind the leader. So Pat sticking on in there. 3 more minutes to go of racing as Koikap leads, and Skyjacker has a look up his insides. Ooh, Pat, Koi hitting the wall pretty hard there, and that gives Skyjacker the opportunity to come through and into the lead. And Skyjacker again in the lead of the championship, extending that lead. This is what it's about for him. This is what true champions do. They go in for the kill, they don't mess about. And they get as many points as they possibly can. Koikap trying to come back at Skyjacker. Skyjacker covering off the inside of the corner. And Skyjacker still leads the race, but Koikap really edging it. Trying to get up the inside now, and he does. He manages it. Now Koikap's back in the lead as Skyjacker just sits in behind him. And these two having a tough battle. The Baz ahead of Ensign Newitt by 6 tenths, and Pat struggling now on those medium tyres. Still getting good lap times, but Ensign Newitt's doing 30.1, Bazza's doing a 30.4, Pat doing 30.8. See, it's just tenths, but it costs so much in a race if they're not on the same tyre. I think this is going to be a bit of an odd one when they're on different tyres. Luckily, 4 of them are on the same tyre as each other, but as it gets mixed up, it's going to see come the end of the races, it's just about tyre dead, I reckon. Skyjacker then all over Koikap. These two have got exactly the same tyre wear on their cars. Skyjacker gets into that first corner again ahead of Koi, but Koi seems to be faster down them straights, doesn't he? He seems to be able to get up alongside Skyjacker. Skyjacker then 133, 35, he's getting out of his car. The fastest point, 147. Koikap hunting him down, a little rub with the wall. And Skyjacker just ahead as the Baz. Looking good for a podium, living up to the Barry Oval Twins moniker. He's picked up Ensign Newitt. Still troubled by Pat. Pat managing... Oh, he's dropped into the 31s now. And Ensign Newitt's dropped into the late 30.8s. Skyjacker still can't keep that job done because Koikap, he keeps coming back at him. And, Koi still trying to fight for it, but Skyjacker up ahead. And Koi in second, and the Baz. With all this... battling away, Baz is starting to close in, and it could be the Baz who gets the win here. We've got 20 seconds left of the clock. Are they going to get across the line? Skyjacker at the moment leads this race, and yes, they're going to get to do another lap, as is Bazza. And Ensign Newitt goes around again, and Pat also getting over the line in time. And this is it, Skyjacker, and there is the Baz, leaving it till the very final lap. He's up the inside of Koikap, he's up into second. Skyjacker, can he keep it from Barry Twins? Barry Twins, a late bloomer in this race. And now he puts down Koikap into a podium. No, Koi gets it back again. Bazza gets the toe. They're coming to the line. Skyjacker wins. Koikap gets the second ahead of the Baz. Take a boo, my son, with Ensign Hewitt in fourth and Pat coming home in fifth, 4 seconds behind Skyjacker. So if Koi does get that 5-second penalty without the redress, he still ends up behind Pat in the race. But that's if Pat decides to put in the incident. And so Skyjacker takes the win from Koikap, coming home in second. That championship is cracking on. There he is, Mr. Jacker. No trophy. They're being stingy again, aren't they, Sky? So I'll take you to the race results. And this is where Pat said, we didn't even touch. That's bad netcode. You've gone on about our crash for the whole race, and there was no contact. Skyjacker says, wow. Pat said, really don't like that first corner. So Skyjacker then takes the win with a wow. He's loving it. He's absolutely loving it. Koikap in second. The Bazza is third. Ensign Hewitt is fourth. Pat fifth. And Noxie sixth. I know. And Pat got the fastest lap with a 29.8. I suppose I'm not as positive about this championship just because it's so much like Max 5. And Max 5 we do on a Friday and then we do this on a Sunday. And I know for the driving's sake, for those guys, it probably feels nothing like Max 5. But from sitting viewing, it gives me very much Max 5 vibes. So it's like, oh, got to do 2 of them. Got to do Max 5s on a Friday and then we do it again on a Sunday. It's a strange one. It's a strange one. But like I said, for those driving, I'm sure it is nothing like the Max 5. But it's just small car, short races. Anyway, I don't know how long I've got, so I'm going to go. And hopefully they won't start without me. I'll see you soon. Oh, 2040. Oh, just over 10 minutes. That's awesome. I'll see you soon. Yo, yo, yo! So here we are, getting ourselves ready for race 2 of the SFR Cup Championship. And Skyjacker took away an absolute cracking win in the first race. We had a lovely battle, and if I've come across it negative in any way, I don't mean it. I apologise whatsoever. I'm not trying to be, maybe because it's Sunday night and we've got work tomorrow and I'm a bit grizzly because of that, but no, I take nothing away from this championship or these cars. I just meant to say that it's because I think I missed Group 4 and Group 3 cars. That's the honest. I can't remember the last race we did in Group 3s and Group 4s, and I just miss them. I really do. I find myself really pining for them. We haven't, I mean, we've got the Group 2s on Tuesdays, we've got the Group X's on Thursday, and then we have the N300s on a Friday. That's finished now, though, unfortunately. And these are what, N200s, N300s as well? N100s? I'm not sure. But, yeah, I think I just missed some proper race cars. But it's all right. Nothing to do with VRC, but I'm going to be all Group 3'd up to my eyeballs soon enough. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get my fix. It's coming. I think 2 weeks or something like that, and I won't be pining for any Group 3s or 4s anymore. But yeah, I think that's all it is. I can't remember. Honestly, can't remember on the calendar. Let me get the calendar up. See, when was the last time we did some. Not proper race cars, but you know, more run-of-the-mill race cars. It's events calendar. I haven't been in the events calendar for ages. Has it changed? It changed. So in the chat we have Skyjack saying that was a blast grading from me today. I think I read that. He said it's nothing like Max 5. This car is way more fun. For starters. Oh, okay. Muddy says, weirdly, the MX-5 feels better on hards than it does on mediums, and the difference between quali and the race on mediums feels different as well. And the Baz saying, yeah, I lived up to my name, and I don't mean the bullets. Yeah, Barry the Oval Twins getting himself a podium. Skyjack saying Group 4s and 3s coming up in a few weeks, he says. Ooh, exciting. But yeah, I was just looking back. What was RMT? Oh, well, yeah, the Renault Megans, they were Group 4s, weren't they? Yeah, so what am I saying? We did them in August. It wasn't that long ago. I don't know. It felt like we haven't had any for a while. Oh, God, I didn't even get a chance. Oh, I was typing. I was trying. So, I think he can hear me. I think I'm in the background of at least Skyjacker, and Skyjacker chats with Coy. Probably saying he's moaning about it again. He's bloody moaning about the cars again. And plus, the other thing is, obviously, I raced in the Max 5s in the early seasons. There's a lot of the championships I've kind of raced in, so I know them. I've never done, and Sunday evenings I used to help sort of create the Sunday night races, so I had to test the cars. I've never driven one of these, and that's my fault. I should have probably got in on some early testing. I do try and jump in, so they're off. Noxie's taken the lead. He's gone for medium tyres. That was quick, wasn't it? I was still chatting. So Noxie, we've got Ensign Hewitt's gone for soft tyre. Now this is going to be interesting how the softs are going to compare. Pat's gone for soft tyres as well. The Baz is he's gone for medium tyre. Skyjacker's on a medium tyre, and Koikap is also on the medium tyre. Noxie is not having a good evening. He's dropped down again. He's dropped down to the back. He's on that medium tyre, but interesting stuff for Noxie. He's just using this evening as a test, I think. It doesn't look like he's on competitive form. And Ensign Hewitt, though, he's half a second ahead of Pat. They're both running the soft tyre. Bazza on the mediums, getting a podium last time around. Now Skyjacker, oh, that's too fast. It's too fast through there, you can't see him. Skyjacker in 4th place with that championship battle continuing between him and the Koi Carp. And Noxie slipping to the back on the mediums. I don't know if he's just not managed to have, maybe he's not done a lot of testing in these cars either, like me. Doesn't know. I do like to look at their it tells you the miles, but thing is, I keep that as a personal thing for me, because if I start reading it out in every stream, then they can easily just, like I said, I've got 15 of these cars, I'm sure I have, in my garage. It must be a car they give you for I've never bought one, but I've been gifted them a lot. And Pat's going for the lead now, and Baz is right in there, but Baz has had a little collision with the wall and given up the spot for Koikap and Skyjacker. Koikap's got past Skyjacker somewhere along the way. And so Ensign Ewart, his lead from half a second is now zilch, and Pat's really giving him something to think about with the two medium runners, Skyjacker and Koi, tucked up just behind, and the Baz, who was fighting hard with those two front guys, hit the wall, and he's ended up there in 5th with the Noxie chasing him down. But Ensign Ewart still maintaining the lead of this race, and I am very interested how these soft tyres play out after 15 minutes of racing. And Pat then in 2nd, with the Koikap in 3rd, Skyjacker in 4th. Skyjacker with his windshield wiper on. Must be a few dabs of rain out there. Skyjacker, going for a move up the inside of Koi, but he doesn't quite get it. And it's usually the Baz who's got his windscreen wipers on. Koikap lunges forward, up ahead against Pat, who's lost a big chunk of time to Ensign Ewart. And now we've got a replay of race 1 with Pat and Koi battling it out on different tyres. Pat on the softs, Koi on the mediums. Oh, Pat giving the wall a little clout there, and that gives Koikap a nice run into turn 1, but he doesn't get it, and the Baz is back. Where's he been? So Baz is back up with him. And Skyjacker then in 5th with a Noxie in 6th. And Ensign Ewart a second ahead. Ensign Ewart already getting a win. Now I've got to go back to find the Discord page to get the table up. Cassian, I am telling you, Andor is so cool. The robot, the droid in Andor is now my new favourite, top all-time droid, beating out R2-D2. Although R2-D2 is a ride and die with you, brother kind of droid, keeps your secrets. B is brilliant. Cassian, I love a robot with a stutter. That's my new favourite thing. Pat then in 2nd, fighting off the Baz. The Baz, Barry Oval twins. He wants a win this evening. Skyjacker already with a win under his belt. He'd love to get the all 3. I don't think we've had anyone who's had all 3 so far in this championship. And the wins are getting spread around a bit now. Ensign Ewart, I don't think he picked up a win last time when everyone was getting wins. So, oh no, Ensign Ewart did get a win at Suzuka. I apologise. So Ensign Ewart chasing the dream with Pat trying to hold up the gang. Pat, Koikap now joined by Skyjacker. A big bang on the wall from Koi, but it's not slowed him down enough for Skyjacker to get through. Skyjacker still anticipating that rain, with the windscreen wipers whapping away. Whap, 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 whap. And they can't see. There's no in-car with these anyway. There's no way of sitting in the car, so you wouldn't know his windscreen wipers are going. That's why I like to joke with their windscreen wipers, because I imagine they don't even know that their windscreen wipers are whapping. So movement. Pat's got ahead of. Koi has got ahead of Pat. Pat's tyres, maybe? No, they still look good. I'm getting panicky about the tyres for no reason whatsoever, because they're good. They're still good. Pat's tyres are okay. And Skyjacker then in 4th. He's looking one way, he's looking another. He's getting a tow from Koi. Pat's gone for a move up the inside of Koi, and he pulls it off. And now they're virtually 3 wide with Bazza in the middle. I saw that move in Too Fast, Too Furious. Bazza and Koi had a little knock with each other. Koi went high, and the Bazza gets ahead, and Koi's off the track, and he's driving erratic. I don't know if there was contact there, as Skyjacker tries to gain ground on Pat, and Ensign Ewart is saying, "Where is everybody?" Pat then trying his bestest of bestists to keep Skyjacker behind, but Skyjacker relentless, even though it says Monster on his side. He is relentless. He's given Pat a little love touch there to say, I'm here, honey. Watch out. And he's through. Skyjacker up into second, and Pat having a wobble on as the Baz goes as well. And Koi Carp saying, well, if you're giving away positions, Pat, then I'm certainly up for taking one away from you as well. But no, Pat's still holding on to the back of it. Baz has a bang on the wall, but Pat cannot get by. Ensign Hewitt, 2.5 second lead now with those racing softs. Look after those softs, my boy. Ease in the corners. Do not tear them apart. And then we've got Skyjacker in second with the Baz in third. In fourth is Pat. In five is Koi Carp. In six is a Noxie. Noxie loving the back end of that Toyota there. He is playing Drift Kings as Ensign Hewitt, 2.5 seconds, and Skyjacker is going to slowly start reeling Ensign in, I am sure, with the tyre deg the way it can be around BB Raceway. And Baz, Pat and Koi all tucked up together there, and Skyjacker through turn one and in second, 2.5 seconds. Lost a bit of time to Ensign on that lap. Skyjacker then trying to find a couple of seconds he needs really to get Ensign, and the Baz absolutely plying him with a lot of pressure. Keeps turning up the pressure tap on Sky. He's gone for a look up the inside, but we've seen Skyjacker very late on the brakes in that first corner, and he's up and through, and he's okay. Ensign Hewitt meanwhile leads this race 3 seconds. It's looking good. It's looking good for Ensign. And the Baz, he can't get by Skyjacker, and he's got Koi Carp sitting right there, right in the sweet spot as Pat's tyres let him down. He's losing a bit of edge. And Noxie, though, who is drifting today, I think. Let's get on board with Koi Carp. So on the bonnet cam of Koi Carp going around BB Raceway, we're sat in 4th place. We're chasing down the Baz, who's chasing down Skyjacker. Ensign Hewitt has effed off. He's done one. He's bounced. And Pat is in 5th, 8 tenths behind us. If we have a quick look, there he is. But we think his tyres are going away. Look at him wiggling around in the middle of the corner there. Right then, up here we got the action. Skyjacker unable to deal out any more speed with that car, and the Baz is right there, ready to get the move done. Koi Carp waiting to see what happens. We've got just over 5 more minutes left of racing here. Ensign Hewitt's tyres could give way at any point. Oh, big sideways on there from Skyjacker in the first corner. Bazza must have made a small mistake, because Koi Carp got it perfect and nearly got the move done on the Baz. And he's pulled away from Pat. Pat's tyres, I think, really are starting to hurt. And Pat not quite falling, and there's the move. Koi on Baz. They're alongside each other, running down to the first corner. Koi's got the inside. The Baz is around the outside. There's a little contact there, but it's fine. Baz is still maintaining that third, but Koi still again got that inside line, and Baz going the long way around, but now Baz has got the inside line, and Baz there puts the move back on him, but Koi's there again. And this is crazy racing out there between the Baz and the Koi, and Koi trying to get up the inside of Baz, but Baz, I think, is getting saved by Skyjacker's toe. He's just managing to stay where Skyjacker is giving him a sweet toe around, and Koi, he can't get the move done. He can get up alongside him, but then as soon as they're out the corner, I think Baz is picking up Skyjacker's toe, and Koi not so much, being alongside the Baz. And here we go again. They're at it again, fighting for that final podium position. And the Baz, he wants a triple podium today, and he's going for it. With Ensign Newitt now 3.3 seconds in the lead. We've got just under 4 minutes left of racing. Skyjacker, a solid job in second place so far, with the Baz in third, Koi Carp in fourth, Pat in fifth, and Noxie with a set of absolutely degraded tyres. He has killed him. In sixth, I don't know, Noxie was fighting for wins, wasn't he, in the last 2 rounds? It's just not his track, it seems, as Ensign Hewitt treks on, has Skyjacker in second, the Baz and Koi Carp still battling it out for that final podium position. It looks like the Baz has drawn closer to Skyjacker. My words, how long's on the clock? 3 minutes to go. That's like 6 laps around BB Raceway. And the Baz is having a very close look at Skyjacker. Up the inside on the brakes, a little love bump from the inside there from Baz, just to let Skyjacker know where he is, just in case he's not looking at his radar. And Koi Carp going for a move around the outside, but the Baz still holds on. And where is that cheeky little Red Bull car? There it is. Poof, like magic, it just suddenly appears. And Koi Carp's got to be careful, because it looks like Pat's back in the game. Whatever was going on with his tyres, he's got through it, and he's coming back, because he's right there on Sir Koi Carp a lot. As the Baz, he's just hit the wall again. He's going to lose that position. No, he's not. He's keeping hold of it for now. But these three in a taut battle for that final podium position, as Skyjacker treks away, just canters away from him, as Bazza holds off Koi, and now Pat's tyres are at an absolute dismal state, but he's suddenly found some good pace on them. And the Baz sliding around on the mediums, with Koi Carp joined at the rear. And the size of those air intakes at the front of the car, you think the team would say you can't run so close. That's a lot of hot air that your car's sucking in. For a surprise podium, possibly. He's in there, he's got the action, he's got the motion. Ensign Newitt 3.3 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker still anticipating that rain with his wipers. Koi Carp is up into third. Koi Carp's done it. He's got through. Who was he trying to get through from? Bazza slipped back. Bazza slipped back into fourth. Fifth, sorry. Pat's up into fourth, and Barry Twins has lost the podium as they make their way around. 44 seconds on the clock, 2 more laps to go for these guys. And has Barry cooked his goose? Are those tyres done for him today? Koi Carp just steering it around behind Skyjacker, but Skyjacker has pulled away from that pack, as has Ensign Newitt. Ensign Newitt on those racing softs, and it's looking tidy for the Ensign. Second win of the season coming his way, and he's not got really anyone to chase. He's on 205 points, and he's what's that, 17 points behind Koi Carp, who's finishing third, so he does gain a bit on Koi, but not a major amount. Skyjacker, Pat then in fourth, the Baz slipping down into fifth. Noxie, he's wrecking his time. This is great. Ensign's won, sorry guys, Ensign's won. Skyjacker in second, Koi Carp, take a boo, my son, gets third. Pat's in fourth, Bazza in fifth, and the Noxie bringing it around now for sixth. And there he is. So Ensign Newitt, well done, second win of the season. Brand new chap, well done, superb. And he gets a trophy. Skyjacker didn't, but Ensign Newitt did. What's his Q? He's got a nice, well, we'll see, won't we, because we'll go to the race results and we'll see his uniform. Daihatsu. What's that, do you reckon? What do you reckon that's all about then? Is that a sponsor, a car? Ensign Ewart took the win ahead of Skyjacker with Koikap, winning that battle for the podium to get third place in the end, ahead of Pat, who came back. Looked like his tyres were gone midway, but he came back and snatched that fourth place from, well, Bazza, I guess, Barry Twins, who was running in third place. He was the glue that kept them all behind him, but in the end slipping down to fifth. And the Noxie, I don't know what's going on with Noxie. He's usually on it, but this round it's not happening for him. But it looks like he's just having a bit of fun at the back driving this Toyota. Right then, let's have a look at the chat. Pat saying, can I claim an assist for Ensign's win? Rolling roadblock. And Pat saying, I think the winners only get a trophy if they get the fastest lap as well. Oh, is that it? Is that the rule? I'll keep an eye out for that. Ensign Ewart saying, I used to drive a Daihatsu. Ah, there you go then. It's explained. You chose one of those. I've never driven a Daihatsu, I must say. Interesting. They're like an old 70s car, aren't they? They're like a tank looking thing. I'm not sure. I'm going to Google it in my break. I'm going to Google it now. What the hell? While I'm here with you guys. God, I need to get him back to see what he's... Oh, he spelled it in the stream. It's alright. I'm not got my glasses though. Dyer. I mean, the fact that it's spelled very similar to diarrhea would put you off the car. I'm sure I remember them as a kid. I'm sure they're like these huge Volvo-style estate things. Or are they like four-wheel drive things? Daihatsu images. Jesus, did you have the Daihatsu Taft? Oh, the Daihatsu Wake. Or did you have the Daihatsu Materia? Oh my. Pat saying, this is perfectly fine track spoiled by a 90-degree turn one. Makes for good racing though. Ensign Ewart saying, my Daihatsu was legendary. I'll post a pic on Discord later. I cannot wait, because the pics I'm looking at, I mean, there is some nice ones. There's like these little Syrian hatchback, or... Oh, hang on, 9:05. 5 minutes? It's because I've been chatting about Daihatsus. Right, I'll go to spectate. We'll see. I only need 2 minutes. I'm sure of it. I only want to smoke it until it gets warm. Oh, please tell me you had a Daihatsu. Oh, that thing looks brilliant. It looks like a Fiesta, though. Doesn't tell me what it is. I am really getting sidetracked by the Daihatsus now. Very much looks like a Fiesta, some of them. Right, I'll be back. yo. Back with the, once again with the, yeah, that one. Can't remember how it goes now. He had a charade. Okay, all right, charade. Daihatsu charade. Sounds posh. A charade is the letters behind that charade. Type R. Honest. Oh, is this going to be like a big monster? There's stuff there saying turbo in that in the search. My words, you had a monster, didn't you? Ooh, that's sexy. Oh, now I'm looking at the Charade Turbo Racer, though. That looks hot stuff. But yeah, no, there is some nice GTIs. I'll take it back. They should put them at the top of their Daihatsu searches rather than the one that they did. All right, I'll get off that. Sorry. Getting distracted by people's cars. Right, I'm back into that now. Hey! So, we're getting ready for race 3. Cannot wait. It's going to be a good one. We're only a couple of minutes away from it. As I play on my phone, you might hear it beeping. As a Skyjacker getting himself some spins in, I don't know what the robot's called in Andorra. I thought it was called B. I just wanted to hear him talk, but there's no YouTube of him just saying Cassian. Oh well. One last go, because this race is starting soon. B2EMO. B2EMO is his name. So Koikap's asking if we're ready. And let me get in there with the... while I can.
Where are you? It's not important. If it's not important, well, why not tell me? Told me what? Pausing for data lag. Tell me what she said.
He's so cool, I love him. Sorry. Oh, I better put our stream back on, aren't I? I'm getting carried away here. B2EMO, telling you, he is so cool. Right then, so they're getting ready to race again. Noxie on pole, ahead of the rest. And now they're on their final set of tyres. A set of softs for Noxie. Bazza's on softs. Pat's on hards, Koikap's on softs, Skyjacker's on softs, Ensign Newitt's on mediums, and away they go. Noxie leads into the first corner as Bazza goes up against him. Bazza will be wanting a win. He's had a podium, nearly a podium, and he's taken the lead early doors ahead of Noxie. And Barry Twins now leads this race ahead of Noxie with Koikap, who's also on the soft tyre. Skyjacker again is on the soft tyre. That's the top 4 with Pat on hards, Ensign Newitt on mediums. This is going to be a mixed bag. I thought the softs were going to be really bad, but we saw a couple of people use them in race 2, and they weren't too bad. Pats did go away, but they came back again. There's oh, Baz, oh, we've had a huge one. It's a massive one here. Humongous crash with Pat now in the lead. Ensign Newitt in second and Skyjacker. That all started with Bazza driving around the wall. Looked like Noxie tried to take avoiding action and then spun it out into Skyjacker and Koikap. Pat leads this race on the racing hards with Ensign Newitt on the mediums. What a turn up. Skyjacker going round in third. The Baz is in fourth. Koikap losing a big chunk of time there with that hit, and Noxie, oh, poor Noxie, he must be feeling a bit mentally bad about it, but it's fine, these things happen. No one called a red flag Noxie, so they're all willing to crack on and carry on racing. Ensign Ewart slipped down. Ensign Ewart has slipped down because the Skyjacker now is on the attack. Skyjacker on them soft tyres, remember, so he can fly through this one. Beautiful stuff. He's had a little contact with Pat. Pat went and met the wall, but Skyjacker cracks on as is and is leading, with Pat now sliding, and he's hit another wall, and Pat's just not getting into the hard tyre situation. With Ensign Ewart on the mediums, Noxie's gone into the pits as Bazza goes around with that podium position in mind, but now he's thinking of the win. Can he beat a very fast Skyjacker on a set of soft tyres? Ensign Ewart won the second race, so Skyjacker won first. Ensign won the second. Looks like Skyjacker wants the third one. So does Ensign, so does the Baz. Ensign's on those medium tyres, remember, so if he can stay in there, possibly his tyres might last out better. And Pat then in fourth place, and Koikarp catching up fast with those soft tyres on. He's got the fastest lap of the race with a 29.7. And Skyjacker leads from the Baz. The Baz has got the move done on Ensign Ewart, and Ensign Ewart is on those medium tyres though, remember, so Ensign Ewart, it might pay dividends come later in the race. And Pat, it's not an oval race. Noxie, don't go in the pits, mate. It's not an oval race if we don't have a massive one, a massive, huge sort of pile up. It's added to the experience. Don't feel bad. Skyjacker 1.8 second lead on the Baz, with Ensign Ewart now on the medium tyres, really adding pressure to Barry Twins' life, and he probably could rather do without it, to tell you the truth. Ensign, you've had your win, back off and let Baz get on with his business of trying to catch Skyjacker up, which is a tough call on Skyjacker when he's on his day again. Skyjacker anticipating rain in this race. Look at this windscreen wiper whapping away out there. Whap, 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 whap. Can you not hear it when you're on the bonnet? Does it make a noise? I don't know. So Bazza in second, and there you go. Ensign Ewart in third, Pat in fourth. Poor Pat, he was leading after all the calamity, but those hard tyres just couldn't live with it, and Koikarp is closing in very quickly indeed, very quickly. But even then, after he gets past Pat, there's still another 4 seconds to Ensign Ewart. And Pat on those hard tyres wasn't anticipating, I think, in the corner, and there we go, there goes Koikarp. He's trying to get the move done of the inside of the Pat, and he possibly has. He's up there now, and he's chasing down Ensign Ewart, who's on the medium tyres in third place, who's battling with the Baz, Barry Oval Twins out there in second, and Skyjacker pulling away each lap. He's on fire. Skyjacker leads. Baz is only a tenth ahead of Ensign Ewart. Koikarp 5 seconds behind these guys, but he's catching up fast. So we'll monitor Koikarp's gains. Big gains, bro. From fourth, a nasty hit on the wall from Ensign Ewart, and you can see Bazza just pulling away, and Koikarp also gaining half a second. It's down to 4.3, nearly a second he's gaining on Ensign Ewart. Head down, Ensign, get on the back of the Baz and ride that toe until their tyres run out. So Ensign Ewart then in a third spot. Can he see? Koikarp's a dot at the moment, but he soon won't be, making the gains that he is. And Barry Twins 2.6 seconds behind Skyjacker. He's going faster than he's gone before, trying to catch up with the monster Toyota out there, leading the way. With Koikarp in fourth, Pat in fifth on those hard tyres, and let's not count Pat out. When the other tyres all start going a bit crappy, He's going to be there. And poor old Noxie sitting in the pits thinking, what have I done? What you did was mix it up, bruv. That's all. Skyjacker leads the way by 2.4 seconds. So Baz has pulled a little bit back on the Skyjacker and pulled away from Ensign Newer, who's being caught fastly by Koikarp. But it's those tyres. Catching's one thing. We're already 7 minutes into the race. The tyres are showing a bit of red on the racing softs. Pat's 3 seconds behind, but he's gone faster than he's gone before as his fuel sheds. And his tyres are still together, remember. Skyjacker's tyres looking okay, actually. He's keeping his in good shape, as is the Baz. And, yeah, 3 seconds now, Ensign Ewart. So Koikarp is becoming a concern for Ensign Ewart there. But Koikarp not pulling too much away from Pat, who's staying with him. And if in the last couple of minutes those tyres do die away, then Pat is in a perfect spot to pick up some pieces. Ensign Ewart 1.9 seconds behind Barry now. He cannot live with Barry's pace. Barry's knocked it into the 29s. Koikarp's got the fastest lap for a 29.5. Skyjacker makes his way around. I can't see what his best time is. But at the moment he's doing 29.8 last time around. The Baz 29.9. Ensign Ewart 30.2 as Koikarp's doing 29.8. So nearly 4 tenths faster than Ensign Ewart, and he is catching Ensign Ewart up as Pat slips away on those hard tyres. Skyjacker 1.8 seconds. With the Baz nearly 2 seconds ahead of Ensign. Koikarp in fourth. 1.9 seconds now behind Ensign. He's really catching him quite easily, as we've got 6 more minutes to go, and those tyres are not getting destroyed like we thought on the soft tyre. So Pat and Ensign's job's very difficult today, saving those medium tyre and hard tyre till the last race. And there is Skyjacker 1.7 second lead on the Baz. The Baz trying to close in best he can. 1.6 seconds now between the leaders. Ensign Ewart 3 seconds behind those guys, only 1.5 seconds ahead of Coy. Coy really starting to drive it home to Ensign that he's on his way, and Ensign should be very nervous about what is coming. Koikarp is bringing the wind. He's bringing the whirlwind with him. Sorry, I was drinking my coffee. I'm still here. Skyjacker then 1.4 seconds. That's another 3 tenths he's lost to Bazza. And the race is closing up at the front with Ensign Ewart still 3 seconds adrift, but only 9 tenths. Now Coy's starting to pick up a toe from Ensign Ewart, and Koikarp is gonna be getting the moves done pretty quickly, I would think, unless those tyres are going. The front right tyre is looking rather shady. It's about not quite halfway worn, but it's looking like it's a concern, or could be a concern. They're 8 seconds away from Pat now. Pat's doing nice steady laps, but he just can't stay at the same pace as the soft tyre whilst being on the hards. Skyjacker 1.3 seconds ahead of the Baz. And Bazza really is zeroing in on the rear end of Skyjacker, trying to get that win here at BB Raceway. Next time round, Brands Hatch will be good. We've got Brands Hatch coming up. And then, I can't see what that last one is. I'm going to zoom in. Tokyo Expressway. We're having a street race to finish with. Skyjacker leads 1.4 seconds from Barry Twins. There is Ensign Newer being caught rapidly by Koi Carp, and we're wondering if Koi Carp's tyres are going to be enough to get him by Ensign, and it's looking good at the moment. He's not having too much drop off there, and Ensign Newer is going to struggle to keep hold of this podium. Ensign Newer and Koi Carp, they're in a bit of a championship battle. Ensign Newer having that win last time out is going to help him a lot, and finishing ahead of Koi Carp is vital for Ensign Newer with his chase. He's like 17 points behind him, but he got a win. I don't know where Koi Carp finished in that other race. I can never remember, but still, he gained points on him, and that's all he can manage to do for the end of the rest of this championship. But then you've got to remember, Pat's gone in. He's had enough of the hard tyre, and he's gone into pit. So now we're down to 4 here at BB Raceway, and really the only fight we've got on is Ensign Newer and Koi Carp. On board with Koi, whose tyres are looking dismal. It's got to be said, that front right tyre is looking like it's shot out of a cannon and gone through a very big batter service. But Koi Carp 4th, chasing down Ensign Newer. He's getting a tow. He should be in that lovely little pocket of air behind Ensign Newer, where you can make big gains, but I think his tyre's just letting him down in that corner. He just doesn't have the grip, and in the straights he should close back up again, but he might have to brake a little earlier. For that tyre seat wants to step away from him, that front end, but he is closer now again to Ensign Newer. Skyjacker is less than a second. I don't know if that's Skyjacker easing off because of tyre wear, or Bazza is absolutely on it. Ensign Newer 4/10 ahead of Koi Carp. The 4 guys we've got out there, we've got a bit of racing. 2 more tenths for Bazza, and he'll be picking up a tow. But Bazza's tyres are in just as big a state as Skyjacker's. Although Skyjacker, I'm sure, is getting a bit of drag from that windscreen wiper, whapping the air around. And Bazza right there now. Ensign Newer is pulled away a bit from Koi. Koi's tyres may be going away a little bit, and I don't know what's happening here. Skyjacker looked like he had this one slam dunk, 2.7 seconds ahead of Bazza, about halfway through this race, and now somehow the Baz closing right up. Barry the Oval Twins, he always shows well on the ovals, does Barry, and now he's looking like he wants to get his first win in this series. He hasn't won a race yet so far, and Skyjacker having to fend off, going down to the inside of the corners. We've still got another lap for these guys going around. Ensign Ewart, oh yeah, Koi Carp looks like his tyres are shot. He cannot get the fight up to Ensign, and Ensign's got no chance of catching these guys up, even though their tyres are gone. Bazza's in the lead. I apologise, having a quick look back was a bad thing, because now Bazza has taken the lead from Skyjacker, and that Skyjacker wouldn't have given a lead away that easily. And Barry Twins takes the win from Skyjacker. Ensign Ewart gets that final podium position. Take a boo, my son. Koi Carp comes home in 5th. Koi Carp gets 4th. Pat gets 5th. He's in the pits. He's topping up with fuel for some reason. And he crosses the line in 5th. And Noxie gets 6th. So well done, Bazza. His first win in this championship. And he's chasing down the Bandit. He might catch him, you know. So Bazza, there he is. He didn't get fastest lap because he didn't get a trophy. Is that the true thing then? Wow, that's amazing, Pat. I never knew that. No, Koi Carp got the fastest lap. No, I never knew that. Oh, that makes me sound really dumb all them times I've joked about they don't get a trophy, when you only get a trophy if you get the fastest lap. Did you all know about that? Does everyone know? Am I the only one that didn't know about that? Is there somewhere? How would you know that, Pat? How do you... You're a genius. That's amazing. So in the chat, Skyjacker saying tyres died so early on. Oh, there you go. Barry Twins takes your win with Skyjacker in second, Ensign Hewitt rounding out the podium there. Koi Carp in fourth, Pat fifth, Noxie in sixth. And Koi Carp got your fastest lap with a 29.566 on lap 5. And that was that was 3 races, wasn't it? Yeah, Skyjacker won 1, Ensign Hewitt won 1, and Bazza won 1. Well done, Baz. Well done, Ensign, and well done, Skyjacker. And well done to everyone else who took part. Great driving, great to watch. Pat saying, I've watched enough of these to notice it just never mentioned it before. Oh, right. I've watched enough of these to notice it, just never mentioned it before. Ensign Hewitt saying, great night, cheers, thingy. That's all right, man. It's my pleasure. Thank you, Pat, for clearing that one up with the trophies. And, yes, it's Sunday evening, I'm afraid, guys. You're all going to have to go to work tomorrow, and that's a big fat bummer, I know. But if you can survive Monday and Tuesday, then Tuesday evening, do I have a treat for you? We've got a little championship called Super GT using the Group 2 cars from 2016, I think, or from 2016 onwards, I don't know. But they've got a very interesting title battle in there between Anton Poika, Haza, and possibly Homesick Alien. But Homesick Alien, I think, has slipped a little bit away from Anton Poika now. But Anton Poika and Haza, oh no, the new table hasn't been updated yet, but they're very close. So that's going into its final round on Tuesday evening. 2 40-minute races. That is well worth tuning in for. And then obviously you've got to get through Wednesday, which is the middle of the week, which is a disaster because you're only at the middle and it's just too much hard work, man. But then hang on, wait till Thursday, because Thursday evening we've got the Group X cars of the VGT coming at you from, now, hey, you guys probably like Lasarth, so yeah, from Lasarth. And there's no chicanes either, so longer straight lines to the Group X cars are probably awesome. It's just, you know, from a commentator's side, it's like, oh, they're going long straight. But yeah, on Thursday, Friday now at the moment that I know of. I don't know if there is anything on Friday, but I'm saying no at the moment. And then on Saturday now and Sunday, back here again for the something. We're at somewhere. It was a good track, wasn't it? Brands Hatch. So that's your week of racing in the VRC. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, because YouTube love it. Go and see our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, because Skyjacker made it and he loves to see those stats when the visits happen. So get yourself over there. Whilst there, you can see any updated tables to any of our leagues running at the moment, and you can get into our community. Join us. You don't have to drink the Kool-Aid straight away. We'll let you hang around a bit in the community. Then we'll try and get you to drink the Kool-Aid. But come and join our community. Discord is called. You may have heard of it. It's this small little forum-y thing. It's great. But if you go to the website, there'll be a link, and then you can join it. Right then, let's have a look through the chat before we say goodnight. Skyjacker said, was a cracking night. It was great. Bazza saying, yeah, the Oval did it again. Barry the Oval Twins. Well done, my friend. Ensign, you saying, what a cheeky win, Baz. It was great stuff, wasn't it? Right then, I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Bill Only. Thank you for joining us here at the VRC. And we will see you again. Peace and love. Peace and love.